Hi everyone, welcome to Chic Chat. I am Jeanette Ipapo Tuason, the co-founder of Tuason Racing and the author of Chic Driven, and I am with
Isa Litton. I'm a freelance MC and the COO and head trainer of One Lit Corp. Today, we're here to give you hashtag your best life in bullet points. Okay, so Jeanette, you know what? In the midst of, again, we're in the Burr months. Wow, we're in
yes,
the
Pasko
Burr
na.
months.
Oh my God.
Exactly. Who would have thought 2020 would just sail by the way it did? And of course, with the impact on
Of the
COVID, all of us are
pandemic, yeah.
exactly. So, you know what? There's no denying it's been such a stressful year for
Yes, and
everybody.
I know. I think we've always had this topic about life balance during our expos, but I think it's different now. In my experience, I used to do this practice like envisioning and stuff like that at the beginning of the year. But once the pandemic hit, parang it all became nawala siya lahat. Parang it doesn't
Yeah.
apply anymore. So today, what we wanted to do with our audience is to share with them our own tips on how we're balancing our life naman.
Oh yeah, Jeanette and I always are real with all of you. I mean, we're very blessed that we have a group of friends in our network who are always willing to share their tips. But it's also nice that Jeanette and I sometimes come up with our own because this is what works for us. So
Yes.
today we may be busy with the work. Some of us who are blessed to have work. Let's not forget, Jeanette, practically more than 40%.
I
Ang dami ng
know.
walang trabaho ngayon. So for
Yes.
those who are blessed with work, what more if we're in our homes? We're balancing our family lives.
Yes.
We're worrying. No one is exempted from this. We are worrying
Yes.
constantly about our health, the safety of others, especially if our loved ones. It takes its toll mentally, emotionally. I hope not spiritually, because I think this time, at least, we are turning to our faith even more. So
Yes.
that's what I hope. So I hope that you can resonate with that, right? So
Yes.
again, when it comes to life balance tips, if you don't mind, may I start, Jeanette?
Go ahead.
Okay.
Take it away.
So for me, yes, again, I am blessed to have work. I was able to transition online. I was able to share what I've been up to with One Lit Corp, especially with my partner, Jeanette, who's been very, very supportive of me, and I appreciate it. Thanks, Jeanette. So one of the things that keeps me sane nowadays, not just for my sanity, but really for me to get a feel of me, how I've always been. Can I just say that word again? Me. What I need is me time, because I'm worrying about so many things. I really want to be honest with all of you. So many things. Anxiety is part of me. I'm a very anxious person. Even before naman, I'm kind of in the OC spectrum, right? I'm very detailed. I always like, making sure everything runs smoothly. But more so now, anxiety, because I had a hard time shutting down the worries. But with me time, it takes me back to me, that I myself am a priority. So what is me time? Be it your skincare routine, because again, I showed this with some of my favorite products, like how you just put it on your skin, how you apply it on your skin. Touching your skin is actually very, very therapeutic for me. So I miss massages, but instead of turning to someone else because you're not sure nga if someone has that COVID or something, because again, you're just so anxious, self-time with skin care actually works for me. So patting on or gently rubbing in, applying the products, it does something to me. Here's another thing that I actually picked up just in the past month. I also love, part of my me time, I enrolled in Sarah Black's anti-anxiety breathing exercises. So it's all about awakening to my breath, like the power of the breath to settle my mind, the power of the breath to actually get my body to stop panicking. So all these I learned from Sarah Black. In fact, check out, I know she has monthly webinars, monthly retreats. So if you'd like to learn more about that, it helped me a lot. So if not breathing, I'm slowly easing into, maybe you call it meditation. Strictly, I'm not there yet, strictly speaking, but I think that's what it is, like at least 25 minutes a day. When I wake up, I do some of the breathing exercises she taught me. I committed to 21 days and I'm still on track. Sarah would be very, very proud of me. If not that, exercise. That's also another form of me time. So again, there's no more gym, right? But all I need is a mat. In fact, sometimes a chair. I can actually work out just using my chair. And that's when my kids know, like, okay, mama's busy. Those are my me times, my skincare routine, my breathing exercises, or some exercises, physical exercises as well. Or last but not least, give me a cup of salabat and just let me finish it on my own. Na talagang no phone. Like my kids also are probably tucked away doing their online schooling, or my partner he's reading his books and all that. It's just, I'm in my nice corner enjoying a cup of salabat. And that's a good 10, 15 minutes all to myself. If I don't have it first thing in the morning, at least sometime during the day, 10 to 15 minutes all to myself. That has been a major part of making sure life is balanced for me so that I can tune back in to me. So that's my first tip. My second tip is easing then, because again, I have my me time. Now it's time to think of others. Honestly, anyone who knows me, I do worry about my loved ones a lot. I'm capable of thinking of so many people around me. In fact, I do prioritize them over me. It took me a while to embrace, I need to love myself first. So yeah, now because I do love myself already and I show that I love myself, I give time for myself, I can now naturally ease into my responsibilities. My responsibility as a mom, making sure my kids are fed, they're dressed, they're participating in their online schooling, that my partner's okay, that he talks to me, how was your day? Or my dad's okay, I check on my dad, I check on my sisters, right? All that. So these are the responsibilities. I report to work, I check my schedule, everything works for me in that sense. But it started first with loving me, giving myself the time so that I can ease into responsibilities. Anyone who knows me also knows I don't complain. I hate people who complain. I cannot. I shut them off. That's one of the things I actually shut off from my life for probably the past 5 years already. If you complain, I kind of tune you out because I know it doesn't do anything for me. You're just a toxic person and I don't need that in my life. So I ease into responsibilities and I embrace my responsibilities because I know that adds to making me a good person. Next, again, yes, here's one thing that's part of keeping things balanced. Check on your family and friends. Guys, in this time specifically, you have to start living beyond you. You are not alone. That mantra, that mentality is never more true than now. So don't just turn to them if you need something. Even the strongest person you know, please, yung mga malalakas nyo kaibigan na the people you say, you're so strong. Thank you for being there for me. It's time you actually checked on them. Please check, not just on your family members, because we're already pre-programmed to always check on our moms, our dads, especially if they're older than us, our siblings. Hey, if you have siblings, cousins even, if you're close to them. And yes, our friends, not just the ones you chat with every day. What's one message like, uy, kamusta ka na? Because you saw their post. Even if it's a long-lost college friends and, you already lost touch. Just a simple message, hi, how are you? I hope you're safe. It does a lot. It takes a lot to be acknowledged, to just know that, hey, someone is thinking of me at this time. Because it's so natural that during the time of the pandemic, we think of ourselves. So check on the strongest person you know, because they will appreciate that. They need help too. Okay? And for me, it just really embraces the thought of community. And I really love that thought. I am not alone. Yes, kaya ko to on my own. Sige, you can tell that to yourself. But really, it makes it so much better to just be with each other, to acknowledge each other, that you have a space in someone else's life. So be responsible for that space. And it doesn't take blood relatives. It doesn't take blood to be connected to someone. Okay, so check on your friends. And yeah, that's it. I think my top 3 tips for this one for life balance is your me time, check into you, ease into everything else you need to do. Those are your responsibilities. And really check into the community, your family and friends, because it cannot just be work or survival. It also needs to have some sort of connection. Last, okay, here's one thing I do think that a lot of people take for granted, but you find yourself doing. Be creative. Be creative. And that can be part of your me time. But I want to define me time as the quiet time. Diba? Even if you're physically exercising. But when you're being creative, it's fun either with you're doing it. But when you're being creative, it can be fun that if you're doing it on your own or doing it with a group, like since you checked on your friends anyway. And one of the best things that keeps me really, really sane and happy, it gives me happy hormones. It's not just the exercise. It's what I call my Sunday theater online reading group. So every 2 to 3 Sundays, I come together with theater friends and we just read scripts via Zoom or even via Messenger. And we just get silly. We get lost into this world of words and imagination. And we get a good laugh or we get a good cry. And, we escape into this theatrical world that even though we're not physically staging it, we're playing, diba? You're playing a role. So it's a nice little escape and it's a little exercise on creativity. And I think that's something everyone can get a dose of nowadays. So that's for me to keep your life balanced, not necessarily just with work and not necessarily just to lean on survival mode, but still to live and to live fully. The last that I pray I don't need to include here is how I started this segment. Hang on to your faith. That can be your me time. A prayer, say the rosary, that's part of your me time. So Jeanette, how about you?
Okay. So for me, I think I remember I did the talk about life balance in one of the Chic Driven Expos. So this is more or less like an expanded version of it. So one of the things I practice, and I think it's quite important, is to have a morning routine. How you start the day is it's always going to set how your day is. So for me, I have a morning routine, which I actually adapted from what I've learned from this really famous entrepreneurial speaker, Warren Rustand. So it's called the 10-10-10. So in the morning, I have a 10-minute motivational reading, a 10-minute meditation, and a 10-minute journaling. I think it's very important that you journal today because, as you remember in Harry Potter, diba, Dumbledore will remove some of his thoughts and put it in that basin. When you journal, you actually remove those thoughts and, you give yourself more headspace. So I think it's very important. You can start with some scribbling just in a notebook or, it can be as long as, a blog post. It's up to you. The other thing that I am actually doing now is I'm doing compartment days. So I compartment my week. So let's say, for example, for Mondays, I do all my house, all the payment, all the errands and everything else. For the house, I do it on a Monday. And then also with the schools, the things that my kids will need during their homeschooling. For Tuesday, that's the time I have a meeting with all my people. So we have our department meetings on Tuesday. And on Wednesdays, that's when we actually usually shoot the podcast and some of the meetings. I do it in the morning. Thursdays is usually like my writing days. Saturdays, the time. Fridays, the time for passion. Like what Isa said, be creative. It's your time to experience something. Saturday is when I cook. And then Sunday is when my whole family cleans. So again, have a compartment every day so that, it's also hard that you have to change your mindset during the day. So, it's better to be organized in that manner. Another thing that I've always been an advocate with is always manage your energy. Some people manage time. I manage my energy. At the end of the day, even if you say, oh, I'm going to spend 1 hour here with my kids, but if your energy is depleted, there's no point. It's not quality. So always manage your energy. Another thing is be flexible. Minsan I'm like a military person. It's so rigid. My husband would always tell me, hey, you know what? Be flexible. Everybody's having a hard time. So, always make sure you have fun. So make it fun also for the people around you in your home. So be flexible. Another thing is, of course, what helped us is we explain our routine to the people in the house. So we actually printed our schedule so that people will understand what we're doing at this time so that they could respect if it's our me time, if it's their me time, we respect each other during that day. Kasi, you know, you're together 24/7. It's very hard, you know, not to get mad at each other or, you know, nitpick. So it's better that people know what to expect during the day regarding your routine. The other thing that I want to share with everybody is accept the situation. You know, we're in here for the long haul. It's not going to change. This is the new normal. Even if it's so overused, it's really the new normal. Just try to understand what are the things you can control and what are the things you cannot control. And sometimes what happens is the reason why we get so stressed is we worry about things that we have no control of. So the things that you don't have control of, you know, just give it up to the higher power, and you just work on what you can control. And one of the things that you control very well is how you think of things. It's your mindset. If you're going to have a mindset of gratefulness, then you're always going to start your day very well. Another thing that I've always practiced all these years, I know some people have read the book of Stephen Covey, The 7 Habits. So one of the things that I've learned from that book is that you would always write down the roles that you have for the week and then what you want to achieve for that role. So for me, this is very important because it gives you a feeling of achievement. And the nice thing about it, it makes you feel balanced because every aspect of your life is being, you put attention to every aspect of your life, whether it's a mom, you know yourself, you're being a wife, being an entrepreneur or a business person or a leader. Put something there. And the other thing that I want to add is don't make it too complicated. Simplify it. You know, put 1 or 2 things lang. The more we put there and we feel, well, the more anxious we'll feel because we feel that you're not achieving anything. And the most important thing is sleep well. I've just realized how important sleeping is. So please sleep well. Wag magpuyat ng K-drama hanggang 2 or 3 o'clock. You know, just make sure you just sleep at 10:30. Just watch 1 or 2 episodes of K-drama and you're in good shape. Oh, that's it for me, Isa.
Wonderful tips. Again, you know what? I hope that whatever Jeanette and I shared with you, find what works for you. Because you know what? We all don't need to be experts at this time, right? There's no right or wrong in finding the balance in your life. Just admit that we're all going through tough days. And not all the same, you know, we're not all in the same boat. Yes, that's true. But we are all going through something, right?
Yes, that's right.
So
And
whatever works for you.
Yeah, you always have to be kind to yourself also. You know, I said na wag kayo masyado mag-K-drama, but you know, if that's your escape, that's your me time, go ahead, right? It's okay.
But like you said, Jeanette, me time is space. Ikaw 10-10-10. Ako nga kahit 15 minutes of your time. O, diba?
Yeah.
So 10 minutes sa'yo, 30 minutes. Ako, I actually, the shortest me time is, like I said, if I have a packed day, just let me finish my cup of salabat quietly. And that talagang don't talk to me. I won't even glance at my phone for that duration of that nice hot cup of salabat. Diba? I mean, other people will take coffee or hot chocolate or all that. But for me, it's always been salabat. So whatever that takes, we need that. And it's not selfish at all. It is not selfish at all. But you need to fill in your needs first before you help others. Because if not, you're going to run out. And you really will feel so frustrated. You're going to lash out, right?
Once again, if you cannot give what you don't have. That's why that has been the corner value of Chic Driven.
You can't pour from an empty cup.
Yes.
You can't pour
So
from
you
an empty
always
cup.
the reason why we wanted to do this episodes or this podcast is so that people can learn something, so that they will be better versions of themselves. So just to summarize, Isa, what do you think should people take from us? Ako, be flexible, have your me time, and of course, connect, manage your energy. Those are my bullet points, my key takeaways. How about yours?
Well, definitely, I agree with the me time because, yes, that's why we're together. That's why Jeanette and I are partners. We both believe that you cannot pour from an empty cup. So love yourself, fill that cup well, and then it will overflow. Second is, again, embrace your responsibilities because buti nga you are connected to these things, that if you have a source of income or if you're responsible for someone like your children or your parents who are already probably aging, strengthen those connections. The last thing you want to be is alone. at this time, right? So embrace those responsibilities and nurture your relationships. That's another thing for me. Nurture your relationships because hindi pwedeng gawa lang ng naggawa ng gawa. Na, okay, I filled my cup already, I love me, and then now I do what I have to do. No, I also want to love who I do these things for or who I do these things with, right? It's all about going back to the basics, and that is nurturing relationships with people. You don't do it just for the job. You don't do it just to have money. You don't just eat a meal to replenish your stomach. It's because you want relationships and it's connected to energy, right?
Yes.
So me time, embrace your responsibilities and nurture your relationships. That's the 3 for me. And yes, your little escape, because for me, be creative. Please
Yes.
never. It's what, okay. You know what? It's what makes us godlike. When you are creative, when you create, you actually embrace the divine in you.
Okay. So for me, the last tip that I want to leave with everyone is that always choose happiness over being right. So I know
I
it's
can't
hard.
agree with you. I'm sorry. Jeanette, I'm
Always
sorry.
choose
I
happiness.
can't agree with you there.
I always choose happiness over being right. You know, I've learned this when I attended the Landmark Forum seminars. You know, sometimes we become alone because we want to insist that we are right. But sometimes it's better to just choose to be happy than being right. Because, you know, everyone's bickering in their house. So please keep that in mind for a
Okay, wait.
harmonious house.
Can I just qualify that? When you said, I'd rather choose happiness than prove I'm right. No, that's not what I meant by I cannot agree with you, ha? I'm
Okay.
saying I stand for the right thing. Kasi kung ang tama, ang tama. There is a black and white to doing the right thing. Not because I say it's right. Okay? That's my one qualification. Now, when I
But-
say I cannot agree with Jeanette. But
That's what you call throwing a racket.
diba?
Anyway.
So, thank you for joining us for
Thank
this one.
you.
Find your own peace of mind.
Yes.
Find your own life balance. And
That's
share
right.
with us your bullet points as well. Comment in the
Yes.
comment section. What's your way of keeping your life balanced?
Yes.
Of course,
So-
we learn from you too.
Yes, that's right. So we're giving away a set of headwear and Tribu sandals. Just right. We will choose the best, your best comments or your best tip on the comment box below. So please share with us your own life balance tips, and we will send you a pair of headwear and Tribu sandals. So guys, I hope you learned something today. You know, we're sharing a piece of our learning so that you also can get you can achieve their best life in bullet points. So guys, thank you. This is Jeanette Ipaputwason, and thank you for joining Chick Chats. Isa?
Isa Litton over here, and we hope we just gave you #your best life in bullet points. Bye, everybody.
Bye.